Good afternoon and welcome to the second lesson of Mr. Gerhardt's music. We hope you enjoyed the first one, or rather, I hope you enjoyed the first one. And I'm looking forward to sharing a little bit more with you today. So, we're going to do some rhythm work, some theory work, a little bit of composer, some music listening, maybe a song or two. Otherwise, I'll post links underneath and keep watching. Here we go. Okay, so just like last time with the rhythm stuff, if you want to use a pair of pencils, or you want to clap, you want to pat, you want to snap, tap, whatever, please join us and go ahead. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go. T T T T T T ta. T T T T T T T T. T T T T T T T T. That's right. T T T T T T T T. You can flip them upside down, right side up. They still count the same. 1, 2, here we go. Ti-ta, ti-ti-ti-ta. Ti-ta, ti-ti-ti-ta. Good. That first one is called a syncopate. 2, here we go. Ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ta. Ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ta. Ready? Go. Ta. T T T T T T. Ta. T T T T T T. Very good. T T. Ta. T T. Ta. T T. Ta. T T. Ta. Good. Here's a fast one. 1, 2, here we go. Tika 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 tika. Tika 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 tika. Tika 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 tika. One more. Tika 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 tika. Good. Ready, set, and go. Ta ta ti ti ta. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. The old quiet signal. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ta, ta. Ta, ta. Ta, ta, ta. Sorry. One more. Last one, go. Ta, ta, ta. Ta, ta, ta. Ta, ta, ta. Ta, ta, ta. Nicely done. Do you guys remember what the speed of the music is called? There's an official term for that. Anybody remember? Do, 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 do. Tempo. Okay, tempo is the speed of the music, whether it's a fast piece or a slow piece. Okay, whether it's twinkle, twinkle, little star. Excuse me. So that is largo, because largo is slow. Okay, that is your serious, your slow, your romantic music. Sometimes even really, really slow, kind of boring stuff. It happens. Okay, otherwise it could be twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are, up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. That's going to be your presto. That's your fast. Okay, and there's a whole line in between. Okay, from presto all the way to largo, and even slower and faster than that. What you get from a twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. That's going to be an allegro, otherwise twinkle, twinkle, little star is andante. There's a link below to a really cool video about different speeds. Presto Largo, it's the turtle and the rabbit one that some of you guys know really well. Check it out. So tempo is the speed no matter what. So what I want you to do is I want you to go and listen to 5 songs, right? Whoa, really hard homework there. And I want you to figure out if they are presto, fast, largo, slow, or somewhere in between. Okay? Allegro is faster, but not as fast as presto. And andante is about walking speed, okay? Which is a little different for everybody. But it's about walking speed. So what I want you to do is find 5 songs, share them and say, hey, this song is Largo. This song is Presto. This song is Andante, walking speed. Okay? That's what I need you to do. Again, tempo is speed. Today's sing-along piece actually is about tempo. It's called Tempo. It's from the Music K8 magazine by Teresa Jennings. And it's really simple melody. Again, I'll post the words. Should be pretty cake for any of you guys. Okay, because it just repeats, just gets faster and faster and faster. And I think it slows down at the end. But it's the same words over and over. So, ready to rock and roll? Here we go. Next, your recorder challenge. If you have a recorder, go find it. Hurry, hurry, hurry. If you don't, a pencil works too. Just put the pencil on your chin. Left hand, that's right. Left hand goes on top, and here we go. Pretty simple song. Every 4th grader learns this one pretty quick. If your 4th grader knows it, awesome. Teach it to youngers. That's the easy version, okay? B-A-G, B-A-G, G-G-G-G, A-A-A-A-B-A-G. If you want to get challenged, try it fast, try it slow, and try it a little bit different rhythm. For example, this would be like easy. Now, maybe that wasn't so easy, but that's rhythmically different, okay? If you really want to get tricky, you go something like this. If you can, cool. If not, just try. Just be careful you don't play it too much. You might drive everybody a little bit crazy. Okay, so try out different rhythms, different patterns, stuff like that. And again, if you don't have a recorder, pencil in your chin or a stick works just great. Or even, honestly, if you want to be like, do, 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 works just fine too, especially if you can't find your recorder or it's still at school. All right, make sure you're doing that. Try and keep those chops. Check next time. The composer I'm going to talk about today is Johann Sebastian Bach, who lived during the time of 1685 to 1750. So he was before the birth of America as a country, and he was a huge composer, but he didn't really feel as it was artistic composition. He was very much more of a composer because it was his bread and butter. I'll give you some facts about Bach, and I'll play you some of his music, give you some examples. Again, links below to some listening examples that you probably want to check out. Johann Sebastian Bach was a composer that grew up in a big family. He was one of many siblings, and in fact, based on his family tree, he had 76 boys in his family tree, the male line, because at that time they followed the male lines. 76 men in his family were musicians. They played all across different instruments, violin, sang, played piano, organ, the whole 9 yards. So he came from a very, very strong musical family. 53 of those were also his name, like shared his first name, Johann, which is German for John. He was a huge composer, and he really was a composer because he was in the business of composing. He wrote music because it was his bread and butter. He didn't write it to be artistic. He didn't, well, not all of it, but he didn't write purely for the sake of writing music. He wrote it because this is going to get him paid. This is what puts food in his belly. This is what feeds his family. So he was a very busy composer. He was always playing, always singing, always doing something. There's been a couple stories, and one of them I'll share with you is that he worked at 2 different churches that were either across the street or across town from each other, and they had services at the same time. But because he was the choir master and the organist, he could set what time music happened during those services. So one church would start with music. The second church would start with a sermon. And then they would switch. He would walk across to the other church to play, because he was also the choir master at this church. Pretty soon, they would switch back, and he would walk back and forth across town. And he didn't care. That was his job. He loved playing. It was his thing. He composed tons of stuff for organ, voice, church. I mean, he wrote for what he did. But he never actually had it printed. So it wasn't like you could back then buy Bach's greatest hits. You couldn't do that. You couldn't buy a special book of Bach. It didn't exist. Bach didn't think, oh, I should make some money off printing my music. He went, no, I'm in this. This is my dinner. I'm not whatever. It actually wasn't until the 1800s when another composer by the name of Felix Mendelssohn actually came and went, hey, this is great stuff. Why isn't it out here? So he produced and printed a bunch of this stuff. And he ended up, I don't know if he made a bunch of money, but, Bach really never got money off of his own music other than getting paid to play and being paid to run the services. He was a master at something called counterpoint, which is where you have a melody like Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, we'll take from Mozart. But then underneath it, you would have this harmony, which is like the background music, but it wouldn't be the same. So it wasn't like bum, 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 bum. Because underneath it, you'd have like stuff like that. Now, I made something up, but that's kind of what it did. That's counterpoint. It would have different parts that are rhythmically different than the melody. He also did a lot of fugues, and a fugue is a musical style like a round, but it's like a super round. And there's one of the listing examples is one of the most famous Toccata and Fugue in D minor. It's one of his most famous fugues, and it's very, very popular. And you can hear, if you listen, you can hear how it's a round, but it's not just like a round, 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 like row, row, row your boat. It's like round, and then he develops the music. He actually like builds upon it, makes it more while he's repeating it. So he would not just play with his hands on the keyboards and his feet on the pedals. He also had a stick that he would use to tap some of the upper notes on the organ. He was just a crazy guy like that. His main instrument was organ and keyboard, piano. He wrote music for his kids. He wrote music for church. He was also very, very stubborn. When he didn't want to do something, he put his foot down. There's another story where he worked for a duke, and the duke said, hey, you're going to work for me, but Bach had another job that paid more lined up. And Bach says, no, I got to go. I've got this other job. And the duke's like, you're staying. And Bach's like, no, I'm not. And the duke's like, you don't get it. See these guards? You're staying. And Bach's like, I'm out. He gets arrested, thrown in jail for a month to teach him a lesson. And he leaves anyways because he's like, no, I have this other job. I gotta go. So he was very stubborn that way and very just, this is what I'm doing. Sorry, he, yeah, lost my train of thought here for a second. He loved food and he loved coffee. So much so, he wrote a piece of music that has multiple movements about how much he loves coffee. He actually, this is my song about loving and enjoying coffee. In fact, two of his most famous prized possessions were 2 silver coffee pots that were gifted to him. He was given 2 silver, those were his favorite things. He loved coffee. He had a big family too. He always boasted, he joked around saying, ha, I could make an orchestra out of my own family. And it was true. He himself, with his 2 wives, had 20 children. 20. Okay? You imagine having 19 siblings? That's crazy. Okay? So he was just a big composer, loved life, loved eating, loved drinking coffee, and playing music. That was his life. Writing music, playing music, teaching his kids music. He's a really well-known composer. And again, if you check the links down below, I have a few listing examples for you to check out that at least one of them should be pretty familiar to you. And it's just music that has survived to today. All right, and now the joke portion of the lesson. First joke is, what is Beethoven's favorite fruit? Charlie Springer, this one's for you. Banana. And the second one, what is a balloon's least favorite type of music? Pop music. Have a good day, guys.